Hey guys, welcome to day 23 of 365 days going strong, man. This has been a blast. I am going to head over to Nellis Building Supplies to pick up some hydrocal, which is a mold making material I'm going to need this weekend for my class. So I'm going to head over there and get that hydrocal, and then I don't know what's next, but let's keep going. Headed over to Nellis Building Supplies and just driving down the road, and I caught this liquor store with the most beautiful murals on the wall. I just wanted to share this. These are, fantastic. Look at that. This is just a Z-Mart liquor store, but these murals are something else. I mean, the amount of effort and talent that went into this. It's got that Chicano feel, lowrider art. Absolutely stunning. I love these over here. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Las Vegas. I just pulled over here at this awesome barber shop, ice cream shop, to get that shot of that mural next door. And I met Maggie, and Maggie owns the barber shop and the ice cream shop. And she says, "Hey, I like your shirt." And I was like, "Well, that's me." So, and you've been out to the Monster Museum?
Yes.
That's
yes,
awesome.
More than twice.
Oh, so cool. Well, it's always changing. Come back. I appreciate you. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
So here at Nellis Building Materials is the only place I can get my mold making materials for what I do. But they have just about everything you would ever need, you know. And it's general contracting, but we use it in the special effects industry for sure. Lots of cool stuff. So yeah, now they'll just bring out the material on a forklift and we will throw it in the back of the car. Got what we came for. Now we can make some molds. Guys, welcome to my garage. I just got back from getting that plaster, and I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna totally vent about something. I don't normally get negative, but I'm gonna vent about something that I'm pretty perturbed about. And if you want to see slightly perturbed Tom, stick around for the next couple minutes. As you can see, my garage is quite a mess. I've got stuff everywhere right now. Usually much more organized. Not today. This is really funny. Goldwing parking only. All others will be towed. But that's not a Goldwing. That's a Harley-Davidson Electra Glide. At this point, I wish it was a Goldwing. I'm a huge Goldwing fan. I've owned many Honda Goldwings in my day. I travel all over the country on motorcycles, and the Honda Goldwing is my preferred choice of touring bike. I turned 44 this year and went out and treated myself to this beautiful Harley-Davidson Electra Glide that you see right here. It's hard to tell how cool the color is in here, but this is a very much a man bike. I was like, I'm going to get a Harley-Davidson. I'm going to get a Harley-Davidson Electra Glide. I already own this. This is my Harley Sportster. A lot of people make fun of the Sportster, but it's probably one of my favorite motorcycles I've ever owned. A little chopper deal. And of course, that's my big Ultima 127. That's a badass V-twin, West Coast chopper. But I was going to buy a Harley-Davidson. a big stock bagger that I could take anywhere rather than the Goldwing, which I usually use. I've always had an older Goldwing. The newest one I've ever had was a 95. This is a 2004 Electra Glide. This is a fuel-injected stock motorcycle. There's been nothing changed to this motorcycle. For people that don't understand what I'm talking about, like my Sportster here is 100% custom. I have torn this thing apart. Actually, when I got it, it was like in parts. Put it back together, fixed the transmission, fixed anything that was wrong with it. And then I removed everything that I didn't want. Like, it's got no front brakes. It's got no speedometer. It's got, I changed the seat. This is a very custom bike. Put forward controls on it, which is where you put your feet and shift your gears. A lot of my audience might not be motorcycle guys, but I painted this bike. My good friend Sean pinstriped it. I'm still working on a sissy bar that's not finished yet. I did all the paint. It's got like a really cool metal flake root beer paint job on it, and he pinstriped it for me. It's beautiful. Got a sweet shot of my lovely wife on the stem there. It's just a beautiful motorcycle. Custom. Chopper. This thing, if you're driving down the street and the foot peg falls off, it makes sense. Being that I do all the work in my garage, like if you're going down the street and something happens to it, it's to be expected. Like I have bastardized this motorcycle. I raised the gas tank. I've cut the fenders. I removed the front brakes. There's this bike. I extended the forks by 3 inches. If something happens going down, I asked for it. But this Electra Glide, this big behemoth, 800-pound motorcycle that's made to tour the country, that's what it's made for. I'm going to pull it out in the driveway and I'm going to show you guys something. So this is my 2004 Harley-Davidson Electra Glide Classic. It is filthy right now. It's so dirty. But it has beautiful graphics, all chrome. I mean, this thing, it's a beautiful bike. It's got a simple gauge cluster. It doesn't have all the computers and monitors that the new ones have, which is what I like. Just a radio. I hooked this little Bluetooth dongle up so I can listen to my music. And tons of storage. So this bike was made to tour. This bike was made to see the country in, you know? And that's why I bought it, because I do actively ride all over the country as often as I can get away. And I was trying to step up, graduate, if you will, from the Honda Goldwing up to the Harley-Davidson Electra Glide. It's rumbly and it's loud. It doesn't have reverse. It's a little bit more rustic than the Goldwing that I'm used to. And now, mind you, the Goldwing I'm used to is from 1995 or earlier. I've had a 95, an 86. I've had a 78. I have an 88 on my side yard in my backyard right now that's a complete project, needs restoration. I also have a matching sidecar for it. So I'm a Goldwing guy. I've always had Honda Goldwings. But I got the Electra Glide because, well, I was trying, you know, I am a fan of Harley-Davidson. I am a fan of all motorcycles. I'm not brand specific. But I love my Sportster. I love my Chopper. I was like, I'm going to get a big V-twin. It's called a Big Twin. And this is a twin cam 88. It's not the biggest motorcycle you can get, but it's big. And it's heavy. And but going down the road, it's smooth. But this is where my problem is. And this is where Harley-Davidson has lost me today. Harley-Davidson has lost me today as a big bike customer. I am so mad and disappointed and betrayed. Let me show you. So this big bike has this luggage kit. And you should be able to carry 100 pounds of luggage in this trunk here. It's big enough to carry 2 helmets. It's a mess right now, but I got these really badass matching Steve McQueen Bell limited edition helmets. I got one for me and one for the wife. My friend Bobby the Butcher helped hook me up with those. But look at this. This trunk is supposed to be able to hold 100 pounds, right? And my daughter, maybe soaking wet, weighs, I don't know, 90 pounds, 85 pounds. We went on a ride on January 1st, day 1 of this year, with a couple friends. Something I've been meaning to get started is like this New Year's ride out, where we go from the Monster Museum, and we took a ride through Lake Mead. And I haven't rode the bike since. And I just took it out yesterday, rode to the Monster Museum, and came back. And this is what I noticed when I parked. I was like, why is this moving? This doesn't move. Like, this is the backrest right here, okay? So I'll be riding, my wife or my daughter is on the back, or my son. This should not ever do that. I look under here, look at this. Right here, this metal is broken. It's snapped. Look at this side over here. This metal on the side is snapped right here. The only thing holding this rear end on is the license plate. That license plate bracket, if my license plate was not attached, that whole box would have fallen off. And when that whole box fell off, would my daughter have fallen off? Would my daughter have been taken? Like, this is a touring bike. You're supposed to be able to pack it. You're supposed to be able to have passengers. My kid weighs like 78 pounds, something. I don't know, maybe 90 pounds. She should not have been able to break that box off that bike. If I would have relocated, like I have these license plates relocated because it's cool. If I would have relocated this license plate to be cool, or so you could see it, because you can't see it, this whole box would have fallen off. I cannot believe the lack of quality of craftsmanship on that bar. That bar should hold 100 pounds. Like, that bar should hold, it should have bent before it broke, first of all. And if that's the type of metal that they're putting on their rear tour pack, then what kind of metal is within the motor? What kind of metal is in the transmission? What kind of metal? I wouldn't care if this was one of my custom bikes that I made parts out of an old bed frame. But that's not the case. This is a stock bike, stock off the floor. I know it's over 20 years old, but that doesn't make the metal any less important. I have a 1990 or 89 Kawasaki KZ1000 police bike. The metal bars that hold the tour pack on, that hold the side bags on, are solid. You could not break those. You couldn't. There's no way to bend or break those. I have no idea how this pop metal crap just snapped on a newer Harley. I mean, we're talking about a fuel injected modern Harley-Davidson. And I am so disappointed, because that would never have happened on my 95 Honda Goldwing. Never. That would not, it just couldn't happen. And that's not decorative metal. That's load-bearing metal. And it's just broken. Not bent, not damaged, but just snapped. From going on a smooth ride through Lake Mead. I mean, it wasn't like that when we left the house, and it certainly was when we got home. So, I don't know. I'm going to take off the tour pack. Kind of just disappointed and feel betrayed by this motorcycle and the purchase I made for my birthday. I thought this would be somewhat of a forever bike, but I'm second guessing that. Not because I'm afraid or don't like to, I don't like to change parts, or I don't like to work on bikes. I love to work on bikes. I love to make custom choppers. I love what I've done with this Sportster is a lot of fun. Over here, I'm building a hardtail. This is a hardtail that's going to be like an old 70s Ironhead chopper. This wasn't supposed to be custom. This was supposed to be safe for my family, and it was supposed to get me where I'm going when I want to go there. And I am just utterly disappointed, and I feel betrayed. Not by the guy that sold it to me. It had nothing to do with him. By Harley-Davidson itself. The cheapness of those parts, when all they do is pride themselves. American built, blah, 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 blah. Well, then why is that held on with a 10 millimeter bolt, and the metal breaks like Chinese recycled metal that you would find, at the 99-cent store on a shower pole or something. I'm just really disappointed. So I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna throw another rack on there and repair it. But yeah, I'm gonna take this apart now and see what I need. So you can see here that broken metal on that side and on this side. And it's right through where there's a bolt hole. I guess after 22 years of bouncing around, it just let go. I see a lot of guys that take the top box off and run them like this with just the side bags. Maybe this is why. I haven't seen a lot of info on the internet about this brake. I know it seems like such a small thing to be so upset about. Like, this is like a $100 part, if that. It's just frustrating to me. It's kind of like I'm comparing it to an ex-girlfriend. Like my Goldwing never let me down. My Goldwing never did the alternator went out, or the charging system, and I upgraded it. And there's always going to be some flaws with old bikes, and I totally understand. But this just boggles my mind, the cheapness of that material that is load bearing well over 100 years into the company's history. You know what I mean? We're talking about when this bike was showroom new, it was like 30 grand off the showroom floor. We're supposed to believe it's manufactured with the greatest attention to safety and use, which is touring and traveling and putting a load on the back. And for that to break, it makes me second guess everything going on in this motorcycle. You know what I'm saying? And for me to just jump on and ride to Maine tomorrow, I don't know. It makes me second guess the purpose that I purchased this bike for. I think it's beautiful. I love this motorcycle. I would keep it. My plan was, this is my old man bike. This is what I'm gonna gray hair in the wind and finding old spots I've never been to, or I don't know. I saw myself seeing the country on this bike, and right now I'm pissed. But it's kind of like when you get pissed at your current, if you get in an argument with your wife or girlfriend or something, and those thoughts sink into your head about, it wasn't like this before, I don't know. That doesn't happen often to me, but I know, that's what I can compare this to. I had another motorcycle, another touring bike that I was in love with. I've owned many, but one I was absolutely in love with, and I gave her up for this. And now for something so silly and so stupid that makes me so upset, I'm sharing it with you guys, and If I sound like a whiner baby, I'm sorry. You know, I'm posting every day of my life here, and this is something that just happened, and I'm a little bit, little miffed about. And I don't know. I'm gonna replace the bars and put the tour pack back on, because that's what I bought this bike for, to tour. I really appreciate you guys hanging around even when it's not fun monster stuff, but I just happen to be bitching about a motorcycle. And please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Keep coming along this journey with me. Day 23 out of 365. Let's go. And I will see you tomorrow.